What's going on, guys? Garrett here, and today we're doing episode 51 of the Squadcast with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
And the Saints fan.
What up?
So, the Squadcast is a weekly episode that we do here on our channels every Saturday. It's a podcast where we cover everything that happened during the week. And this week, we're covering the Heist DLC. It finally came. It's finally here. So, we have quite a bit to talk about. And we'll be covering everything that came with the Heist DLC, including new clothing, new masks, new Heist missions, maybe future Heist missions we'll be getting, and of course, the big question where you guys can answer now, I guess, is whether or not you're happy with the Heist DLC, and was it worth the wait, which we'll be jumping into towards the end of the Squadcast, and of course, Squeak Pipe. Is it Squeak Pipe or Speak Pipe?
It's Speak Pipe, but we call it whatever pipe.
So basically, we're going to be grabbing random things you guys submit us on Twitter. So if you guys don't follow us on Twitter, make sure you guys do so right now. Links are down below. So with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the first topic, being the Heist DLC, new stuff that came. So let's hit vehicles first. As Ross, almost called you Austin, this is your favorite thing in the world, vehicles. Go ahead and talk about which is your favorite vehicle that's come with this Heist DLC.
By far, the two versions of the Heavy Insurgent. If you guys don't know, there's two versions of the Heavy Insurgent. One of them is the pickup and has the gun on the back. And I believe it can sit, is it 9 people?
Nine people, yeah.
9 people. Now, that cost $1.3 million, kind of pricey, and is delivered by Pegasus, but it's an absolute wrecking ball. And then you have the regular version, which doesn't have a gun on the back and is like $600,000, $650,000, which can seat 6 people, but can be upgraded in the LSC and can be stored in your garage.
Yeah.
So I think that's my favorite vehicle in terms of price and functionality.
Oh, for sure, man. Like I said it in my video the other day. This is probably one of the best vehicles, one of the best additions like that they've ever done. Because if you think about it, it's really a Pegasus vehicle. The thing's a tank. Like, it takes up to like 6 or what is it? Yeah, 6 RPGs.
No way.
Yeah, and it goes in your garage.
Wait, the bigger one?
Yeah, what do you mean?
The 9-seater or the...
No. Well, both of them take 6 RPGs to blow them up. Like, it's ridiculous. And like Ross said, not only can you put it in your garage and have your mechanic bring it to you whenever, you can customize it. You can put paint on it, you know, neon lights if you want. You can put money rims on it if you want to, you know? It's just, I think, like one of the first steps in the direction of customizing Pegasus vehicles, because, like, we are having a lot of fun with that, and I don't see why we can't branch out to other ones, because customizing Pegasus vehicles would be huge. You know, I think it'd give people, like, I don't know, more uniqueness to the Pegasus vehicles that are in the game.
So I've got another question. What vehicle do you think is the biggest ripoff for the price?
Ooh, the Electro.
I don't know. There's a few. The Electro is definitely up there.
The Electro's up there, man. That bike is awesome.
The Electro is pretty bad, and I have to say the Hydra for $3 million.
Yeah, that's expensive.
See, honestly, I'm thinking that the Electro, somebody messed up and they put an extra 0 at the end, because every other bike costs like $20,000 or less for the most part.
And they're all faster.
Yeah.
I think even the Sovereign is faster.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I guess you got to pay big for that. What is it? The KERS system?
Yeah.
Which you can't even use in races, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nope. It's not. It's only in free
mode.
Only in free mode. Worse. Yeah.
So
Oh,
it makes it
I would be
extremely
pissed.
worthless.
Rockstar, if I would have bought that, I would have wanted a refund ASAParino.
Yes, I don't think they tell you. Like, it's not a.
They
it's not a
don't.
warning
Yeah.
or anything.
You
So
got to
unless
find
know-
out when you do your race, and you're like, well, I've got the worst bike in the group today.
Oh, God, I'm being beat by a Faggio. Oh, there it goes.
Hey, man.
That is horrible. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
man.
Austin, what is your favorite?
Definitely up there.
What is your favorite? Oh, I'm sorry. What is your most rip-off vehicle? Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, the Electro, that one's definitely up there. I would say the Hydra, but honestly, the Hydra's really. Like, if you think about it, yeah, I've said it before. Like $3 million, if you think about
That's
it, that's
50
like 50
bucks, right?
bucks in real life, because a $3 million shark card's 50 bucks. Is that worth it? Probably not. But I understand why they did it. Everybody wants the Hydra or whatever, and you know, people are gonna pay it and whatever. Honestly, though, one that God, I'm forgetting the freaking name now. The Valkyrie. that one is my biggest ripoff because that one is
That's
2.8 million.
$3 million too.
Yeah,
That's
it's 2.8
basically $3
million.
million.
And here's the thing, you can't use it for the most part unless you have friends, like a group of 3 people or whatever. Like if you're the driver, what's the fun in just driving it around? I can get a Frogger or whatever the other helicopters are to drive around. Like if you buy it, you would want to use the guns and stuff, and to use the guns, you need a pass or you need a driver. So you at least need 2 people. So that one definitely that's why I would say the Savage is better, because the Savage as the driver you get the rockets and the guns and stuff, but
It's also cheaper.
it is also it's $1 million cheaper, which
How
doesn't
that
make
makes sense,
to
I have
me.
no idea.
Well, because you can have more friends.
'Cause it's
Honestly, the
Russian
Valkyrie, the only reason why it's even fun is because of the 3 friends you can have with you. That's it.
Well,
Because
yeah,
if you're the pilot, it's gonna suck.
exactly, and if you're buying it, you're probably gonna be the pilot because your
That's
friends
what
aren't
that's
gonna buy
that's
it.
what I said in my video. I was like, "There's no way this is." I just put my mic. There's no way this is worth it, because if you buy it, you're not gonna have any fun, because your friends are gonna be the ones having all the fun in the gunner seats, and that's where, like, even in the passenger seat, you'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to be the passenger. It's lame."
No,
Psych! On the Valkyrie, it's freaking the best. Explosive 50 cal bullets. You're just ripping through booties all day. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the Electro and the Valkyrie are definitely the 2. I mean, the
Mine
Hydra
might
a
be
little bit,
surprising.
but although I mean, I'm trying to think, like, what other vehicles did they add? I know they added like the prison bus was 550,000. That's a little
I
much.
bought that just out of novelty. I was like,
Oh.
I really want a prison bus.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna eventually buy it too, but that's a little pricey, I think.
That's very pricey for a glorified school bus.
Isn't I'm trying to think. There's another one.
There's the Karen Technical, which I personally think isn't worth it if you're gonna get the Insurgent, because that's $1 million for a pickup truck with a gun on the back. At least for
yeah.
the Insurgent, it's $1,300,000, but that's a 9-seater tank with a gun
Yeah.
on the back. Like the difference there is kind of insane. They also added a few miscellaneous vehicles. Like there's a new mule truck you can get. There's like a
Yeah, those are only
Boxville.
like 50 or 30,000, so it's
They're not that
bad.
expensive. And then they also added 11 existing vehicles
Yeah,
to
I
the
saw that.
various websites.
They
in
added a
game.
lot
So,
of
like,
the rare ones, like the Principe Nemesis, like the Ocelot Jackal, stuff
yeah,
like
lots
that.
of vans as well.
Yeah.
A few
But
vans.
no, actually, going back to the technical, that's another one that's like, is it worth? Like, it would be worth it if you. I know this would never happen, but if you could put it in your garage and not have it as a Pegasus vehicle, it would totally be worth 950,000. But when you have to make it a Pegasus vehicle, and then like it can blow, it's not armored, so it can blow up in like one RPG or one sticky
Plus,
bomb.
once the wheels get shot out, it's done. Worthless.
Yeah, and the guy in the back, he doesn't really have too much cover, so that's
he can
really,
fall out too.
He can fall
Yeah.
out.
So
Wait, in the Karen Technical, I've never fallen out.
If your car
If you have a bad
flips, like it
driver.
Completely flips over.
Oh, because like today, like I was driving it, or someone was driving me, and we hit light poles. We did like a whole barrel roll in the air, and I still was on. Like my guy was like, nothing happened. It was-
I know
very fortunate
sometimes it'll
then.
fall out. Yeah, I don't know, but
I know the thing I like about the Insurgent though is that if you flip over, you die.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you get crushed. Your
I've
character
never been there.
dies.
We played.
Oh man, I was in the gunner seat and he flipped over and I died like instantly, just boom, dead. I was like, okay, cool, there
Well,
goes
yeah, I
my
guess
body.
If you're going fast enough, you might die.
But
Um,
I think the biggest ripoff is probably gonna be the Valkyrie or the Hydra. Any of those like really expensive vehicles. I can understand the Valkyrie Hydra like, sort of, because it's the first aircraft vehicle that's a fighter pilot or fighter
first
jet.
that's,
Yeah.
that's been in the game. Yeah.
So
that we can
I can
fly.
understand that, but it's so slow. That's one of the turnoffs.
Well, here's the thing, right? It is slow, but it's like the adder of jets. It is slow. It has a higher top speed.
No, it's
than
not-
laser.
I wouldn't consider the adder of jets.
It had the adder. I mean,
It's
in
more
turn-
like the poster child.
I think it's like the cheetah of jets.
No. It's the adder. When I say adder, is because the laser would be the Zentorno. It's got quicker acceleration and kind of a little bit better handling, where the Hydra lacks in those two departments. However, top speed over time, it does. It is better. It is.
I mean,
higher
I
top speed.
tested this, and literally, like, you would have to be going so slow in the laser for it to catch up. Which
No. I'm telling you, I tested this out as well. After, I don't know, I don't know.
20 minutes?
No, after
After a few
maybe-
laps around the world.
No, I'm not joking. Like, it will catch up. We went from the Fort Zancudo straight, like, towards the other side of the map. Like, if you went from one side to the other, and it eventually, before we hit like the ocean, it caught up and it surpassed.
Before we hit the end of the map, it caught up, so it must be the top.
But
No,
that's
that
not- I'm
sucks.
talking about, like,
That's
width.
not where the Hydra makes its money, though. It makes it on its
Oh, for
ability
sure.
to land and take off like a helicopter.
Yeah, it's really cool though. Like, honestly, I've seen some videos like the stunts and like the cool stuff that you can do with the Hydra, from just switching like really quickly from the hover mode to the regular mode.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
really
do some
cool.
really
It puts you in
awesome
like
stuff.
limbo, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Where
I don't know.
like,
It'll take skill to like fly that and be good with it.
Have you seen anyone do it upside down?
I don't think you can do it upside down. I tried and it crashed.
I'm
Okay.
not talented on the Hydra.
Well, we're not talented with any vehicles. We're just talented at making squadcasts, and that's it. That's all we're good for. Every Saturday, come back, we're here. But I think one of the coolest things about the Heist DLC, which is going to be my favorite vehicle overall, is probably the Savage or even the Karen Kuruma. It's a nice, quick four-door vehicle, especially because we have that new death feature. Oh, death feature, I guess. Is that what we're calling it nowadays? Is it, oh, death.
The
Armored version. Yeah.
Okay, the armored version. It just, especially for the Heist DLC, that armored version is gonna save you a lot. It's
The armored version's definitely better than the regular version.
yeah, but it's also, that's why it has a much bigger price tag. It's so expensive. Did you go ahead and buy the Karen Kuruma, Austin?
Yeah. And actually, what I like about the armored version a little bit more is there's more customization, and by terms of that, I mean like the paint. Like there's a primary and a secondary color, but if you just get the regular version, like the secondary color only goes in the armor part, so that's kind of lame on the regular version. So that's why I would suggest just buying the armored one, because I think the armored one's a little bit faster. It has better
It's slower,
acceleration.
actually. The armored
Well,
one
it has
is
better
slower.
acceleration. That's what the armored one has. And then obviously like it's got the armor, so you can't really get shot out. But yeah, the Kuruma was really nice. No, actually another thing, we forget about this one. The Casco. That's like
Oh God,
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie. Like I
that's-
get there's some people that love the sports.
it's a
and
novelty.
things.
It's a novelty
Yeah,
item.
it is. But like Rockstar,
$700,000.
That is the biggest ripoff. That is the biggest ripoff.
there's like almost no customization, right, Ross?
There's none.
Yeah. So
God, what a
that's
sad,
another
what a
disappointing
sad
part.
You're
life.
buying a trophy. That's a $700,000 trophy right there.
Hey man,
But I mean,
people like collecting cars, and I
Just
wonder if
you
there's
like the flush noise. That's your money going down the toilet.
But
that is
But
true,
overall, I like all of them. There's a good variety. I think there was a lack of a supercar, but that's just because the fact that we haven't gotten one in a while. That I kind of really want one.
yeah, I
But
kind of
I like all the vehicles.
Yeah, like we're saying like all this negative stuff, and don't like get us wrong. Like we love all this stuff. It's just you do.
Well,
gotta...
this was just the vehicles. We've just been talking about vehicles for the first part of this.
I mean, you gotta admit there's some of them that are a little bit questionable, but overall, for the most part, like Ross said, yeah, it's been.
Well,
the
it's just the
vehicles are
price
awesome.
range that's weird. It's like
Yeah.
if the Karen Technical was $250,000, yeah, sign me up. But it's $1 million. It's like
That's
Yeah.
what? So
Another actually, what's weird is that since there's now the armored Kuruma, people are kind of wondering if the Duke of Death from single player might like make its
that'd
way
be
over,
so great.
as well
that'd
as
be
like
so
a
great.
working JB 700. Imagine that.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Oh, I would love it.
I would love that.
I would love it. I would love it. But I think that overall, I think the cars, vehicles, and overall the Heist DLC is great. And like you said, I don't want you guys to be in the comments like, oh my God, we wait all this time and all you guys do is complain. We're not complaining. We're just voicing our opinion about different vehicles we don't like. We each love the Heist DLC, and we'll talk about some stuff at the end in regards if we're happy with it. So just wait. Just hold your horses, okay, guys? Jeez.
Hold your horses.
But next up, let's talk about the masks. Brand new masks. Now, we have a huge assortment of brand new masks. We have monster masks. We have paper bag masks. We have the balaclavas. We have whatever, a bunch of ski masks, new hats and bandanas. What is your favorite set, and what is your current favorite mask that came with this brand new DLC?
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go first, Russ.
I like the combo where you wear the bandana over your face and the flat bill hat. Anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
I saw you wearing that a
combo.
lot. Is it the one with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
skull
that's
you
the
have?
one.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good one.
The
I don't
ones
know,
I think are
there's
kind of
a lot.
weird are like the the tape mask. Like, who would put
Oh.
like tape on their face?
Electrical tape. That's gotta hurt good
It's
now.
so weird. But there are a ton of cool ones.
There's like almost, I think there's over like 100 new masks. It's ridiculous. And I mean, look, I have two favorite ones. I mean, the one balaclava with the DS on it. I mean, you know,
That is
I love
yours, yeah.
Rockstar.
Yeah, dick sucker. Yeah, we got
Was
that.
hooking me up. But no. But that one's cool. Just for that reason. But honestly, and this isn't really a mask that you buy at the mask shop, but you can actually wear night vision if you go into the middle of the ammunition. There's like a little shelf that says gear, and you can buy like a rebreather. You can buy the earpieces that you wear in the heist missions, and you can buy night vision. And night vision actually works, which is freaking sweet. I didn't know that at first. And
Yeah,
somebody
do
told
not
me.
go in your garage with that thing
Oh my
on.
god,
It's
it
like,
blinds you. Yeah. But you put the night vision, and there's actually a bunch of glitches now. I did them on my Fashion Friday yesterday, and you can like basically put the night vision with like the masks or night vision with helmets, and like there's gonna be so many crazy combinations that, you know, with the new save feature or save outfit feature that we can do. So that's my favorite mask, the night vision. What's yours, Garrett?
My favorite mask has to be probably the ski mask that's blue. It matches my all blue outfit. But in reality, I think I sort of really like that one zombie looking mask because it looks like it's so detailed. I don't know if you guys have seen it, like the infected one.
The
Yeah, I have
monster
seen
masks
that one.
are really detailed.
Yeah, they're really detailed. Even though a lot of them I don't like. On top of that, I also like the new gas mask or the apparatus. I think it's pretty cool. And of course, the night vision is on the top list. I just like a lot of the masks that came with the Heist DLC. Like, if anyone's ever like, yeah, we don't have enough masks, then you're blind because we have
Like,
so many
you
now.
could probably spend like over $1 million in just the masks.
Oh,
It's
no
Oh,
doubt.
for sure. Because some of the masks are like 50K. I don't know
Oh,
if you,
I totally forgot the paper bags, man. Those are really awesome.
The bags
too.
are hilarious. Those are probably my second favorite.
You know what would be funny if
because they're not practical, but they're hilarious.
they should have been super cheap. Like the mask, those masks should have been
They
like
should've been like
$10. Yeah, 10.
I
Yeah,
freaking,
instead
I
they
went
made
to
them
the,
like 20 grand. Most expensive bag ever.
yeah, I went to the pay and spray. I had like a peyote that I was selling. It sold for like $3,000. I go to the mask shop. Freaking paper bags like $3,000.
Like $4
Jesus,
grand,
man,
like-
what the heck's going on here? It's made out of the
God.
freaking highest quality
Paper.
bag.
Highest quality recycled cardboard or paper or whatever it is.
Oh my god, I love. Yeah, I do love those paper bags, especially when I first saw them in a heist. I was like, "All right, we're using the paper bags, boys."
They're
like-
awesome.
Just robbing a bank with paper bags, robbing the Fleeca job, doing the
Yeah,
Humane
with
Labs.
Bag Squad, I remember that one.
Oh, Bag Squad, good
Yeah,
times.
But, even like going from the mask, like even to the clothes, like there was a ton.
There were a
of new
lot of
clothes.
new clothing options.
Yeah, anything you like stood out for you guys?
Well, Rockstar added a special shirt for me, which I think is pretty cool. There's an award that's called the Shot Collar. I think it's like host a heist mission 25 times, and it's literally a shirt that just says boss with a crown over the B.
That's pretty
That's-
cool.
That's my favorite. I like the it's what I'm wearing right now. I like the fumigator suits.
Those are
like
cool.
with the gas, like
Yeah.
those look crazy. And I just
Um,
remember seeing that in, like the screenshot, you know, like the white and the blue guy, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, man, I really want to wear that. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
They are really cool. I think I'm not exactly what my favorite is, but I like a lot of the new suits that came. There's those new suits that came that I don't know. It reminds me of Hitman or Hitman,
Yep.
The movie. I like
the
that
video
one.
game.
And in the video game, yeah. But what about you, Austin?
See, it's tough, man. Like, they added a lot of new outfits, but what's kind of weird is that a lot of them were just like the old
Yeah.
clothes, but just turned into like some sort of heist.
Yeah, like there was
Yeah,
one I
there's
saw.
generated one.
Yeah, it was like the Brawler. Like it was the street combat, I think, section, and they had the lamest clothes, and a lot of it was just old shirts and old pants and old jackets, just recycled to make like an outfit, and it was all lame. Like there was one that was like the mercenary, and the guy's wearing like shorts and a long sleeve shirt. It's like the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen. But
However, the save outfit feature is fantastic.
That's amazing.
Much
dude.
needed.
I already have 10 outfits already saved, but
already,
I like the it's like the heavy armor or like the heavy I don't know what it's called in game, but it's in one of the outfit sections. It's like
it's called heavy combat.
Yeah, the heavy combat one. That looks really cool. And I actually don't know. I know in the heist, like when you play with that, you do run slower, but you do take like half damage. I don't know if that actually transfers into free mode, but that's a cool one. And I honestly like the ones like Garrett said, the like the scruffy, like the suit jackets, and then like the new ties. The new ties are really cool because then you can wear those with more clothing options because they're not the, I guess, they're like scruffy. I don't know what they're called. Like they're loose ones or something.
Yeah, like the laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the heist. They have heist sharp and then heist sloppy, and they also have the what is it? The heist, a minimalist. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Where you have like the ties undone and all that stuff, I believe. But I also really like the features of the gloves, like the new gloves that came.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The gloves are just really nice, like, and it's cool because the gloves really go with a lot of outfits. If they had blue gloves, I would wear them.
They,
Yeah, I know.
They
Finally,
have blue gloves, but only if you're wearing like the fumigator.
no, actually, no,
suits.
they don't. Actually, I'm pretty sure because I was looking at this yesterday. You can actually wear the blue gloves that's with the fumigator outfit. You can actually wear those by themselves.
Really? Like the
Well, I'm logging in GT Online, boys.
Yeah, I don't know
Gonna
what they're
get
called,
me
but
some gloves.
I'm almost positive that I saw those when I was scrolling through the gloves. But yeah, one thing now since we're kind of on outfits that has gotten a lot of people upset. The controversy over the police outfit. So basically, if you guys don't know,
yeah.
in Heist you can actually wear, I think it's in the police prison or the prison break
Prison
heist,
Break.
and then in the final heist you can actually go like undercover or wear like a cop outfit. And people were
The
thinking,
one thing we wanted, Rockstar. The
people
one
were
thing.
thinking that we could wear that
Besides
in
Heist.
free mode after we complete the heist. You can't. Now, I don't know if there's going to be some sort of glitch or whatever that people find out how to wear it, but what's your take on this whole situation?
Well, I'll tell you, when I did that heist, I was a very good police officer. I was pulling people over, following all the stop signs and stop lights. I was great.
Did you really pull people over?
No, but that would be really cool. Like, whoop,
That would
whoop.
have been awesome.
But yeah, I think it sucks. I really want to see the heist police outfits outside in the free roam, like we have them for the heist, but we couldn't, and I was very upset. I was like, I wouldn't say upset. I was more disappointed that we couldn't use them. It is what it is. You know how it is with Rockstar guys. You know, they decide whatever they want. I'm sure we'll have some kind of DLC coming up. There'll be gangs or cops, stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Cops and Crooks DLC is still a thing.
The only reason why I can see that they're holding this back is that there is some sort of DLC coming in the future where they are gonna release cop outfits or the ability to store cop cars in our garages or something like that. Because like why? Like the entire community wants that, and then I mean, there's like a couple of people that's like, oh, GTA, it's a criminal game. It's all about committing crimes. It's like. Okay, but there's people who want to role play as a cop and want to be the good guy, and you can't really do that. Or I mean, you can kind of do it, but you know, it'd be even cooler if you could have an actual cop car and actual cop clothes. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be something else. That's the only thing I can think of.
Which makes sense. I mean, you can't fault Rockstar if it's like, oh, we didn't give it to you now, but we don't want to tell you what's up next for us. So.
I wish they could just tell us, like, hey, by the way, you know, we didn't release this because we're coming out with this in the future.
Or just at least some, like a little tip, like I know you guys want the cop, but we have something exciting. Or you just leave it open-ended, man, and that'll make me happy. Like, at least just acknowledge it. But it's Rockstar, it's whatever. And like Garrett said, at the end of the day, you can't really do anything about it. Hopefully somebody finds a glitch to make it in free mode, but it is just kind of disappointing.
Yep.
I agree. So, I guess with that, let's go ahead and move into some of the new heist missions. Talk about our favorite ones. Oh, the weapons. Oh, yeah, man, the flare gun.
The flare gun.
Oh, yeah.
Best thing ever.
No, but really, the flare gun is pretty cool. You can light people on fire.
You can change. Well, you can change
the color of it.
colors. So
Uh-huh,
that's
uh-huh.
what's really sweet about it.
That's one of the things that it's like one of those like cool things, but not that
Like a
serious.
little Easter egg.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was hoping, not that I was like expecting it maybe, but like I don't know, like at the back of my mind I was like, I wonder if there's gonna be more weapons like with the heist, just because we haven't gotten new weapons in a while. And
It has been a while. Yeah, you're right.
like I don't know, because there was always that like I think it was the Scar, and then there was like another LMG that
The
was
MG,
like found.
yeah, that never
Like,
came in the game.
Yeah, it was like in the picture or the whatever that was in the code.
Well, weren't there? Was the thermite bomb the only one in Heist that didn't transfer over to in-game, like free mode?
Yes, and well, here's the thing: a lot of people are like, "Well, why didn't the thermite bomb like transfer over into free mode? Why would you need that? It's like
Yeah, it's
what,
only used to melt metals that can be
Yeah, I don't-
like blown up.
what metals are you guys melting in free
Our
mode?
cars.
Yeah.
One
Actually, that'd
weapon
be
that
a
I thought
pretty
would have
cool
been
thing.
pretty cool, like
Yeah,
it would have
like-
been a novelty one, would be the drill that you used in the Fleesa Bank heist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That'd
talking
be
about? Or
like
did
a
you ever?
melee weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, like a melee weapon. You just like
That'd have been
drill
cool.
someone.
Actually, one thing going to the thermite bomb real quick. It'd have been cool if you could like use that. Now I don't know if this would be good or bad, but just a quick thought that came to my mind, like to get into locked cars, like of other people or whatever.
Oh, like steal other people's cars.
Yeah, like obviously you'd only have like maybe a few, like the proximity mine, maybe 5 at a time, and it would cost a lot. But I don't know, it'd be an interesting idea, maybe. But yeah, the drill would have been pretty cool as well.
You want
I
to
just-
move on to heist missions
I
now?
just can't imagine someone drilling into other people like just killing somebody. But yeah, let's move into heist missions and which ones we like the most. So now, guys, if you're confused, there are a total of 5 heist finales, and with all that, I believe there's 20 missions in total, maybe a little less.
There's a lot of missions.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's start with number 1. We have the Fleesa or Fleeka Bank. Then we had the Prison Break, Humane Jobs, Series A funding, and then we had the Pacific Standard job. Now, out of those 5, which is your most favorite, which is your least favorite, and which is the one you had the most fun with, Austin?
I
I
don't
went
know,
on the
man,
spot.
'cause, like, honestly, and maybe I don't think I've played like 2 of the prep missions for the Humane Labs one, so I don't have like the entire heist of that. So I don't know. It's kind of my opinion on that one hasn't really been made yet, but honestly, I like this Series A funded one. I thought that was really cool.
What?
One with
it
Ron
had
and Trevor.
So like me and Ross when we were playing through it, like I didn't know Trevor's gonna be there, and I was really surprised that he was there. I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know, Trevor here, Ron here. Like the dialogue was really funny. You know, the stuff that we had to do. I think at one point we were in a technical like gunning down people, the bikers, and then we also had a really cool sequence where we had each line up shots to like go stealthily and take out these people. I even got a
Oh,
collateral
the
at
Lost
one point.
in Sea Camp. Yeah, that was fun.
That was really fun to me. And I mean, the 5th one, you like maybe if we were a better team and we came out with $1 million, that'd have been better. But
The 5th one's preps were incredibly cool because that was when we got to unlock the Savage
oh, that's
and
The Principe Electro, which was cool in the heist, not necessarily cool in free mode. And then the
Yeah.
finale itself was fun. It was just extremely disappointing that we lost 50% of our cut.
money. Yeah.
getting shot, trying to get to this other side of Blaine County with the getaway. So-
yeah. But I think definitely for me the Series A funded one was the best. And honestly, like the prison break one,
I like
like
that one.
that one, you needed too much coordination, man. Because I was playing with a couple of randoms at one point, and like I live streamed, and a lot of you guys might have saw this. I had probably the worst pilot of all time. This guy didn't know how to use his L1 and R1 to move, so he kept running into a freaking tree for like 6 times. It was a mess. But
I can't believe Series A funding was your favorite heist of all.
yeah, no, like what? Apparently, you were telling me you don't like it. Like
I hated it. It was the worst experience of my life in
Well,
heist.
I mean, but I mean, that could also just be.
You probably
I mean,
just had a
weren't
bad
you-
experience because Austin and I flew through that.
Oh my god, it took us 4 hours to do that heist.
We
did
also
not
had
take
the
us 4
server
hours.
issues.
We had server. I don't know. Maybe it was a combination of the server issues plus not playing with my normal squad. I just had a horrible time playing that mission, and I think literally my most fun mission or heist is probably Humane Labs. Humane Labs I had a great time with, even though and the reason why I think is because the whole Hydra part. Then we had to sneak to the Humane Labs, and like actually inside the Humane Labs, if you are on the ground team, it's the most fun thing ever. But
See, I think I had a bad role in the, and not saying that it was like a bad role, but my role throughout the Humane Labs, like at least when I played through it, that was probably my least enjoyable, just because I didn't get the Hydra, but I mean only one person gets it, so I'm not complaining. And for the actual Humane Labs heist, I was in the helicopter, and I was basically just fending off
were just
waves and waves
driving,
of
yeah,
people. Yeah.
I can see if yeah, I've done the helicopter part as well, but I wasn't the gunner, I was the pilot. And I can see if you were the pilot, it could have been boring. But for me, I had a good time when I did the Humane Labs part because I was actually on the ground team, because you actually get to go through like this super cool sequence of like going in there and doing all this stuff. And I remember reading an article where one of the reasons why Rockstar delayed heists were to give everyone an equal playing experience with each role. And like that's what the hardest thing they tried figuring out, because in single player, you're only playing, as one person. You're playing by yourself and you have through their options. But in online, you have to give everyone a similar playing experience. And I don't think that was very, very fully fulfilled with a lot of stuff. The perfect example I can think of is the Fleeca job, where you have to rob the bank. I think the person that's doing the drill is having much more fun than the person that has crowd control having to keep everyone down. I don't know if you guys have done that part. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I mean, they do give you the option to replay it, and I don't know. I mean, obviously not everybody can do everything, so you do have to give and take at some points. But I mean, I never did the crowd control. Is it literally just shooting and scaring the people? Or do you
Yeah.
have to fend
Even on
off?
the last job, you just shoot endlessly, just keeping everyone down. That's it. Just shoot. That's it.
Yeah.
It's boring.
Maybe see. I
I
don't know.
can
Maybe
see that.
oh my god. Maybe if there was some way to I don't know, keep you on your feet while I don't know, snipers maybe, or I don't know, because I haven't actually played the crowd control, but yeah, that does sound kind of boring if you just literally keep shooting and make sure everybody's down without having to worry about cops coming in or something.
Well, like when we did it, when I first saw the pictures for the prep, and I saw zip ties, I was under the impression I thought we were gonna be able to zip tie people and do handcuffs. Short came to find out that all you do is zip tie the doors.
Yeah, they did really limit you in what you could do with the hostages. It was like shoot over their head, and that was
Yeah.
about it.
If it was like Payday, maybe where you actually had to individually go and tie up every person, and
Or if there was a consequence, like there could be randomly generated hostage events, like one bolts for the door, and if they get out, they add 2 stars, or something like that.
or they get away and I mean, you're trying not to kill them, so maybe you do kill them, and then that's just more cops come after. Yeah, they could have definitely made the crowd control jobs more interesting. But I mean, overall, I think they were fun. Ross, did you actually say what your favorite heist was?
I think my favorite was the last one, the Pacific Standard job. This is that classic bank robbery one. And I think Austin and I had the better roles.
Oh,
and I really do
yes.
think the roles you have will determine which one's your favorite. Like, Austin was in control of Thermite, and we were in control of getting money. And the getting money part is a spam X simulator.
Yeah.
And it's just like watching your guy grab all the cash. It's pretty entertaining, although it sounds super boring. But I thought that was my favorite.
I think I'm gonna look forward to going back through them now I think about it, because I missed out on a lot of that fun, especially for that job. But go ahead and keep going what you're saying.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think the prison break for me was the most entertaining. I don't know why. Maybe it was just a good group of people I was with, or I had a good role, but it was just fun.
One thing I almost wish we screwed up a lot on the last one. Like if somebody, or if you actually go through the last thing on a bike and then hit the jump and parachute off mid jump, I think having that feeling would be pretty sweet. But yeah, because we took the cars and then
it's literally the best way to do it though, man. Like if you want to keep the most money, the best way to keep your money for that job is by taking a car. For the last heist, if you're watching this far and you're about to be doing the last heist of the heists, we definitely recommend taking a car, because every time you get shot by a police officer, you are losing money. Like a lot of it too.
Yeah.
So It's really up to the player what you guys want to do, but I recommend taking a car.
See, one thing that kind of like I don't know if it was done on purpose or what, but like only in the final heist you actually like there's a consequence for getting shot. Like all the other ones, you get whatever
There's no
money,
consequence,
it's guaranteed. Yeah. And I don't know if it maybe on hard there's some sort of I don't think there is, but like I don't know. The other heists, I don't want to say they were too easy because they're not that easy. Like, I mean, there's definitely a good challenge, but I did enjoy the consequence part in the last one because you do have to work together as a team more than just getting away from the cops or whatever. Like you gotta worry about not getting shot. You gotta protect the guys holding the money, and all that. So I thought that was a really neat. Aspect.
I agree. I think I agree. I wish there was more like I don't know what's the word, like randomly generated outcomes. So let's say, for example, on the prison break heist, like instead of like you know how there's one ending for every heist.
Yep.
How about like multiple endings for each heist that like might affect the next one?
Yeah, that'd have been really cool.
Like,
And I also
a story would have been nice too.
Yeah, a story would have been nice too, but I think that would have eliminated the ability to play them in any order you wanted.
Yep.
Which is what I think Rockstar was going for.
That's true, I guess. That's very... I mean, but that would have been... I don't know, man. I think I would have liked that more.
Yeah, I would have liked a story just because it would have made it... I would have had more of an attachment to like, oh yeah, this is our heist team. We did it. This is the outcome. But maybe down the line, Rockstar will try to do that with like a DLC or whatnot. Is that a good segue into another topic?
That's I was about to just say that. Like for the first heist for waiting 600 whatever it was days,
not bad.
Like yeah, it was definitely an A. It wasn't A plus. It was definitely really good. This completely changed the GTA. I think like with the new stuff in free mode, all the fun we're gonna have replaying heists, all the challenges they have now that you can get money from. Like it's gonna be really cool, really fun. But yeah, if there was gonna be a heist DLC number 2. They could definitely learn some things. Like one, like we were just talking about, different maybe events happening. Another, not like I don't know whose idea it was to like once you complete a heist prep to go back into free mode. Like why doesn't it just continue into the next lobby
or just put you in your apartment where you can start it again?
That was the problem with a lot of people. Like they would get through one, and even us, we would get through one. We would get through one heist prep. And then, like, obviously the servers would be all buggy.
Well, that's a whole nother issue.
Well, but that would, I mean, it would have helped, like, with the whole server issue, it would have helped if you just transitioned into the next lobby. And then if somebody had to back out, they could back out or whatever. But that was kind of weird how it went into free mode, and then you had to go back and start it up. And I don't know, that was just kind of awkward.
I think Rockstar's learned a lot, and from personally the guys over at Rockstar that I've talked to, they know that like there's some things that didn't go well, that being the servers, and I'm sure for like one of the things for the next one thing that really frustrated me was having to rely on Lester to call me. It's like when I got done with that second heist, I was like, yeah, give me the third one, and it's just like Lester will be in touch
shortly. Well, like
Lester,
8 days later,
dude, like what's going on there?
God, you go to the hospital, Lester? Like, come on now.
But yeah, man, overall is good.
Yeah, overall an A. I don't think it would have been an A plus if the servers were perfect. Because given an A plus grade, it's like I gotta love everything. But I still say it's a solid A for a grade.
Yep.
I generally had a good time, and I think for the future DLCs, and the future heists that they'll probably be introducing soon, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what they do, if anything at all. We don't know, there's speculation that you guys seem to hate, even though we always end up to be right, that heist missions will be coming in the future. We don't know when, but they could be introducing more heists because there is no story. So
yeah, and I think people are going to get upset when the first DLC comes around and there's not going to be a heist mission. And I'm not saying that that's true, but I think Rockstar might wait a DLC or two, kind of let these 5 heists settle with people.
I think
people are
at least 4 months, at least 4 to 5 months.
The next like rumor, isn't it like Cops and Robbers or something? So
I think it was Casino.
Or, yeah,
Cops and
there's
Robbers,
like
Casino. There's a whole
Cops and
bunch of
Robbers.
them.
Like those, if those are the next 2 DLCs, dude, I'm all for it. And then there's a heist after that. let's go, man. I'm excited for that.
Even if
But,
it's just one new heist, it's like cool. That's like 4 hours of entertainment that I could replay once or twice. Like,
yeah.
sign me up for that.
Well, I know for sure on streaming for Twitch, this is gonna add some longevity to it. Just Heist alone, like people, I don't know how much people are gonna watch people do heists, but I think this, these heist missions adds this new factor of let's watch people speedrun heists, which is gonna be very
Yeah,
hard.
and there's lots of new challenges too. Like inadvertently, I got one of the bonus challenges, which is complete all of them in order, which is a nice $1 million.
Which I
and then
hate
I
you
think
for.
the one that
I know. And then and then one that like is gonna be damn near impossible is it what, playing on hard and have no one die?
Yeah.
With the
complete all
same
the
4
heists.
people. Yeah.
Like, well, with the servers right now, that's impossible.
For the most
So-
part. Yep.
Anything is possible. If you believe.
I mean, just think about it. One mess up, you slip off the balcony on the last heist. You're 18 hours in, ruined. Like,
I would cry. I would
that's
literally
how
cry.
friendships are lost right there. that's how friendships are completely destroyed.
That'd be
man.
horrible. But overall, I think the Heist DLC, and the segues into the next one.
Was it worth the wait?
I'm happy with the Heist DLC. Was it worth the wait, though? I don't know. I don't know how much different it would have been if we wouldn't have had this extra time, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard to like. I don't the heist. If they would have came out, I mean, just going off of what like Rockstar said, how they like completely made them from scratch. They whatever. I don't think they would have been as good, maybe, but I mean, who knows, man. Like,
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because we saw so limited footage of Heist. I think the only like known official footage of Heist that were supposed to come out before this was like that one scene where it's like the 4 guys walking into the Pacific Standard Bank.
yeah,
And I mean, who really knows? I think the wait was a little too long. Like, let's be honest, 1.5 years, that's a lot. But the heists were fun. So it would have been a different story if they weren't fun and we had to wait all this time.
yep.
So do you agree
any more topics,
with
Kev?
if you're happy?
Am I happy?
Are you happy? Come along if
I
you
think
are.
we're all happy.
Because it's free. Like a DLC
Yeah.
of that magnitude and
By
other
far-
companies.
By far, I think Heist has been one of the best DLCs to any for any game. Like,
Period.
it was free, one, and then like all the content, the amount of hours that it adds, for sure, man. Like it's amazing. But then if you look and take into account, the 500 something days wait, whatever.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That is a
But I
very
mean, at the
long
end of the day,
time.
we're happy. I mean, let us know in the comment section what you guys think. But yeah.
All right, let's move into the last thing, which is the speak pipe or squeak pipe. Do we have
squeak
any
pipe.
good ones? Well, it's
we're
random,
playing
isn't it?
Russian
We're
roulette.
doing the Russian roulette version of Squeak Pipe, so we have no idea what's gonna be said. First one though, we have from the Lady Baker. Shout out, she checks
this will
all
be
of
a
our
good one.
streams out.
Hi guys, it's the Lady Baker, and my question for you guys is, how do you feel about not receiving any guns in the DLC, new guns in the DLC? Like, I'm really happy with all the cars and the actual setup missions and all of that, but I would have loved to have like a couple of new guns. Like, I'm tired of just using the same couple of guns. But yeah, that's my question. Also, what is your favorite heist, and what's your favorite thing about the DLC? Just one, not multiple, but just one. That's my question for you guys. So yeah, thanks a lot for all that you do, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
So who wants to pick that up? I'll pick it up first. So we covered a little bit of the question already, but not receiving a gun, like we mentioned earlier, it would have been nice. It would have been really nice to receive a new gun.
Yeah, that was disappointing because I'm like going back to using the like special assault rifle, and it's like,
Yeah,
man, I've been using this for like 1.5 years.
Yeah, honestly, man, like, I don't even use like the regular guns. Like the regular guns are so bad. I think. Like, I don't know. I use the I don't know what it's called. I think it's a special carbine. It's the G36. That's
Yeah,
in
that's the
game.
one
I
I
use
use.
that one. I like that one a lot. Like
I use the DLC shotgun, the
yeah,
assault shotgun or whatever.
the AA-12.
I just use the carbine rifle, the regular one.
Well, yeah, they're fairly similar.
But it's funny though because we like if you think about it, there's a lot of weapons, and like we're always wanting more. But I mean that's the thing. Like I think with GTA, like weapons don't really matter that much. So like the new ones always are the better ones, and we just haven't we haven't got any new ones in a while. So that's why I think people are kind of antsy about it or whatever.
As far as favorite heist, you're sticking with your answers before mine.
Oh,
Pacific Standard.
Yep. Let's see. Moving on though, we have Alexander.
Hi, Squad. My question is, do you think that the Heist DLC will ever be, like, added on to, like, with more content for Heist being added on in the future? And, I love your guys' videos, and, yeah.
Well, thanks, Alexander. We appreciate it,
Kind
man.
of touched on that again.
Eventually.
I think there's definitely gonna be a Heist DLC number 2. Like it's too good not to pass up. I think, and there's so many possibilities for other heists. So I definitely think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, without a doubt. Rockstar will. I mean, they're not just gonna like create the heist planning board and update their apartments and have this entire system set up just to release 5 heists. That just doesn't make any sense. So, absolutely,
Gary.
Yep, they're definitely, I think they're going to be adding more stuff to the future, but thank you, Alex, for the question. We appreciate it.
Yep, and then finally coming in with the last question, we have Shane. Shane, are you
What's
there?
up, Squad? Well, you guys been bringing back your Heist Life series, even though the heists are out. And I heard Austin say in one of his videos a while back that he was going to pause it until PC comes out. So I was wondering if you were going to start it up again when PC comes out, since it would be a lot easier on there. And it's a lot harder than the console, because you have to wait like 10 minutes for it to be night. And all
This
that
guy knows.
jazz.
He knows his stuff,
So,
man.
He
please
knows
answer
his
this
stuff.
question. I would really appreciate it. And yeah. Bye. That was too long. Anyway, thanks for answering. Bye.
All right, well, he definitely
That
gets.
was awesome.
That was great. Go ahead, Austin.
All right, so Heist Life, man, it is rough on the consoles, like that's for sure. And I know a lot of you guys have always been asking us, you know, because it's a good series, you know, a lot of you guys like it.
Our pilot episode is amazing. That's all we made.
Our pilot episode was so bad. but no, like I mean, I enjoy making it. It's definitely fun. It's frustrating for sure. Like if we ever live streamed, oh my god, it's
You'd
like
see
just
a
trying to
different
get
side.
people to work together, and then like he said, like the night and day cycle, not being able to control that and the weather, like it's a pain. And especially freaking cops, like those are another story that you got to worry about, man. And on PC, there's a video editor coming, if you guys don't know, and it'll just, I mean, it seems like it'll make that process a lot easier. I don't know. We're definitely gonna continue it. Like even though Heist are out, like because it's a fun series. You know, we're
If
not.
anything,
gonna
it makes it easier because we have
Yeah, for
access
sure.
to things like the prison, and we can utilize.
We can use like the planning board and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, and
like
whatever.
it's perfect.
But I think I don't know. I at least plan on maybe 1 or 2 before PC comes out, just to kind of continue, because it's been like 6 months since the last one. But yeah, like once PC comes out, it'll probably be a lot easier, and those will come out. You know, I would, you know, probably say regularly. But you guys have anything to add?
I think that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I think we're all really excited to start it back up once we do find the time and don't want to like. I think the biggest problem we're having is with the Heist Life is the fact that we run into so many issues on the console, and it sucks. We love our consoles, but at the same rate, to record the Heist Life, to record those types of videos, it just takes so long for what we're trying to do, and we are very, very limited to the system itself. So overall, I think we are excited to start as soon as possible, and that might just be when the PC comes out, or we might start one very soon. We don't know yet, so just stay tuned, boys. Stay tuned.
Yep, right around the corner.
So with all that, Ross, you want to take us out?
Yeah, I think that's it. This has been Squadcast episode 51. Am I right?
Yep,
Yep.
51.
51. This is the Heist episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is the Squadcast. We do this every Saturday, a weekly podcast that we do on all of our channels. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video. And, of course, stick around on all 3 of our channels for, of course, our daily GTA 5 videos. Take care, guys. See ya.
We
See
never
ya.
said a word.
Oh, peanuts.
shoot.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Peanut.
I almost said penis.
Peanuts is the word.
Is that what y'all
Why
in
everybody
mind?
put peanuts
Well, because
in
I was eating trail mix, all right?
Every-
I'm sure.
Put peanuts in a sentence.
Yes, I was eating penis. Yes, you caught me.
You heisted peanuts. Anyway.
Later,
Hope
guys.
you guys enjoyed. See y'all next week. Peace.
Later.
Bye.